Hi guys, welcome back to Geeks for Geeks. My name is Radhika, and in this video we are going to talk about which is the best programming language for competitive programming for you. So let's get into the video. So the very first thing that you need to do in order to make the right choice for you is to define your goal. Why is it that you are interested in practicing competitive programming? Is it because you want to crack an interview and hence you want to work on your problem solving skills, or you just want to get your hands dirty with any coding language so that you can get familiar with the concepts of programming? Or do you see competitive programming as a sport and you want to take part in contests and move up in that leadership board? Identifying your goal becomes important because there is no one language which is best and can be used for every scenario, right? The choice of your language will depend on the requirement, the purpose that you are using it for. So we are mainly going to discuss Java, C++, and Python on the basis of various grounds, and with each point you can decide if on the basis of that point you should make your decision or not. So the very first point is the syntax and the learning curve. So this point becomes relevant to you when you're looking at competitive programming as a mean to learn a new language in order to get more familiar with the concepts of coding. So choosing a language with a smooth learning curve will help you to keep your interest in coding. Also, a cleaner and readable, easy to type syntax is important. So Python here definitely tops the list. It's the easiest language to learn, no doubt about that. It is mainly because it was developed to be developers friendly. The code is very much readable, mostly like English, and there is no concept of braces and semicolons, and everything is taken care of by the means of indentation. So your code automatically becomes much more cleaner and readable. Also, Python is dynamically typed. That means you don't have to worry about your data types while writing your program. So that way your code becomes very short. So second is in the list is Java. So Java is an object oriented programming language. So learning Java will help you get familiar with the concepts of OOPS. But as compared to Python, it's a little more extensive. So whatever is 2 to 3 lines of code in Python will be around 10 lines of code in Java. So writing all the syntax and having to learn all those syntax can be a little overwhelming. But Java is statically typed. That means you have to take care of all the data types while you are writing the code. So that will help you gain a better understanding of the data types in programming. So the last one is C++. So it's the toughest amongst these three to learn because it's intermediate level language. So it has the added complexity of managing and interacting with the memory, which can be a little intimidating for someone who's a beginner. But like Java, it is also statically typed, and syntax wise it's little less extensive than Java. So the readability of the code I would say is more with C++. The second point is the performance, that is time and memory consumption of your program. This point becomes relevant for you is when you are looking forward to taking part in competitions. There, even fraction of seconds matter. So your C++ is the winner. It's the fastest and the most efficient in terms of memory. The second one is Java with respect to speed, and Python the last. So Python is the slowest because this is an interpreted language. So as Python gives us the advantage of the shorter code with its dynamic typing nature, that increases the time during the runtime. On the other hand, C++ is a compiled language, so it's directly compiled into machine code, and also it's statically typed, so it becomes faster because of that. Java is kind of both. It is compiled and interpreted, so that is why it's in the middle of these two. Memory wise, Python comes second. It has a decent memory consumption, and Java consumes most memory amongst these three. So if you're willing to take part in competitions, then the performance is definitely going to be a factor, because some platforms do take into consideration the speed difference between these languages. So the time limits for these languages are different, but not all platforms does that. So your one code with C++ might get accepted, but your same code with same logic can run into time limit exceeded for Python. So the choice becomes really important here. And third point would be the community support. So I'm talking in terms of the submissions that you get for any contest. So if you go to the leadership board, most of the top contestants code in C++ or Java. So you, in that way, you get a really nice community where you can find solutions to the questions, because in the beginning obviously you will get stuck at a lot of places. It's not that the solution for Python is not available, but if you compare in number, then C++ and Java is definitely higher than Python. So all the cool tricks you will definitely get in C++, and you might not get for Python. And the last, I would just like to say that choice of language is not that important unless and until you want to get into competitions. It is a lot of people do this for fun also. So in that case, you don't have to go there and learn a new language specifically for competitive programming. Whatever language you are already comfortable in, you can start with that. Also, if you're working on any side projects which involves a particular language, you can choose to do competitive programming in the same language. That way you will get a better understanding of that language, you can get a better hold on that language, and that will help you in your projects as well. Also, finally, I would like to say that if you are really interested in competitive programming, just start with whatever language you are comfortable in already. So it's a very personal process, it's a trial and error method. You will eventually find the right language for you and the right platform for you. So just start and everything will fall into place. And please guys, do not start a fight in the comment section below specifying all the libraries for Python which makes it faster. It's not a fight, it's just about choosing the right framework according to the requirement, and every language has its own pros and cons. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. So I will be back with another video very soon. Till then, bye bye.